Good day, everybody. My name is Mac, and I'm with World Gospel Outreach down here in Tegucigalpa, Honduras. I'm going to be showing y'all how to properly go through the pre-check forms for getting into the country or leaving the country. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to precheckil.inn.gov.hn, and then we're going to come in here, and it's going to ask you to bring up your email and then your contraña, which is your password. We're going to start the session. As soon as you get in, you probably notice up here in the top we've got an Espanol. We can change that over to English. That may be the easiest thing that we can do here. And so why don't we come in here? We're going to create a pre-check-in. So I'm going to be doing this from the US first. And so we're going to come down here, and there are things that you need to pay attention to because sometimes it shows up a little differently. You would think that it would say United States, but it actually is Estados Unidos de Norte America. And then your destination country will pre-fill to Honduras. Your nationality would be United States. In that case, again, it's one of those unique things. Estados Unidos de Norte America is your first one for your origin country, and then you come down and what's your nationality? United States. So we're going to be clicking over to here, and when you click on this, we're going to be coming in by air. And then the immigration office, depending on where you're going to be flying into, is either going to be Toncontin, which would be Tegucigalpa. It can be Roatan up on the islands. Palmerola. Palmerola is the new place as well up in Comayagua. That is the new airport. It has not quite opened yet, but it is still on here as an opportunity. And La Mesa is what you would click on for going into San Pedro Sula. So we're going to be going into Toncontin right now. And the transport company, let's just say United right now. United Airlines. I'm going to make up a flight number 567. And you can only do this within 2 days of your travel date. So as you can see, we have today of the 20th, and then Domingo, which would be Sunday, and Lunes for Monday. So let's just say that we're going to be arriving on the 21st. And our arrival date it's okay. You can just put in whatever the flight ticket says there. And then for the travel reason, you can come in if you are a resident of the country, you can click on Residencia. Otro negocio would be your business. And so we're just going to come down here and click on Turismo. Here, you're going to punch in your address. I'm just going to punch in ours, El Tío. And so there we go. So the destination state, these are the departments that we have. So if you're coming into our department here, you're going to be going into Francisco Morazan here. And then the destination city, it's going to pull up all of the available options in here. So then we're going to come in and click on Tegucigalpa. And then the number of days that you're going to be staying here, let's just say 8 days. That'll be a Saturday to Saturday event. So now we're going to click on continue. So list of travel documents you have registered, select one you will use on this trip. If not, fill in the fields below. So I happen to have all of my information saved in here. At this point, you would come in and start typing in all of your information. You're typically going to be putting in your passport. So the issuing country would be Estados Unidos. And then your document number is not my credit card, so just bear with me on that. We're just going to do 587. I'm just going to make that up at the moment. Expiration date, we're going to put, so let's just choose that day. It's a random day. So personal information, Frank Youngblood, date of birth is, I am born, country of birth would be United States. Forgive me, this one is actually Estados Unidos. It changes, so forgive me. I want you to be aware of how you're going to be filling this out. So country of residence, that might be the United States. No, it's actually going to be the Estados Unidos as well. And then we have, what is your job? You're welcome to put whatever it is. This is all in Spanish. Just say that we're an attorney today. And then the personal phone number, there you go. And then email. If y'all ever want to contact me about joining our mission, then you can always use this email here. I'm the Director of Human Resources, so I'll be glad to help you out in finding a good place to land. All right, so now that we have everything coming in, I just got through clicking the next button, and it's going to show you all of this information here for the review. in confirmation. And then I would actually click save at this point. But in my case, since I'm not traveling, I do not want to create a false document. So that's all that we would need to do. I do want to take a moment to state that I need you to print this form right after you have saved it. So do me a favor and print that form after you have saved that document. You will be receiving an email, but sometimes those emails don't come in as soon as you would hope so. So having that printed is going to be the best bet for you on this page here, and we'd be good to go. So what we need to do is come back over here and it'll take you to the home page and it'll show you current pre-checks, and you're going to be right here in the entry of the country because you're actually entering into Honduras. And so on this page, you would need to create an additional pre-check if you have more than one person arriving that is in your family, not for any visitors that are with you, but if they are in your family, you'll need to click a second pre-check and go through there. We need to do is fill out the form is what you fill out on the airplane, referring to your health and the bags checked, your customs forms. And so we're going to be clicking next, and we're going to be going through and filling out a lot of the same information here. We're going to be flying into Toncontin. You can choose your other airports as well. And we're going to be coming in on United. And then the date of arrival is tomorrow. The time, we're going to say it's 11:30 a.m. Make sure all of your documentation is correct. If not, it will create a problem. Here, it's going to ask you, we can choose this over to English real quick. So seat number, it literally want to know what seat you're sitting in. So we're just going to say 5C as an example here. So now we're going to be declaring when we're going to be arriving. So that'd be tomorrow. We are coming in as a tourist. Passport number. And then here you actually have to take a photo. So have all of your documentation ready. Just take a couple of photos, send them to yourself on your computer, or if you're going to be filling this out on the phone, I don't suggest that, but go ahead and do whatever you feel is best, and then plug it in here. So you're actually going to upload a file, and so for this, let's just choose this file here. There's a picture of our lovely Eagle teachers. We're just going to click next. And so here you have to put in when your COVID was taken. And so it has to be within 72 hours from the time that you actually are going to be arriving. And so if we're going to be flying in on the 21st, we have until the 24, 48, 72 hour here mark here. So we cannot do it any later than Thursday. So we're just going to say that we did it on Thursday. And then we actually have to add an image of the COVID, so take a photo of that. Again, we're just going to choose our lovely Eagle teachers, clicking on next, and then we're going to be putting in our first name, middle name. It's lovely, isn't it? McEachern. If you can say McEachern, give me a like. Youngblood. We don't have a second last name in the U.S. If you do happen to have a second last name, then that's perfectly fine. Plug it in there. You have to choose if you're a man or a woman. Nationality, we're going to be putting in United States of America here. Profession, again, we said that we're a lawyer. I am not, but that's what we're choosing. Do you have any signs or symptoms related to COVID? Have you been infected with COVID? Yeah, I would believe this would say yes, but if it's just not translating over. And click next. It didn't give me an option to plug anything in, so we're going to keep on going forward. So country of residence would be United States of America. Forgive me, there's nothing put here, so I don't know how to exactly answer that. So type of stay, we're going to be staying in a house or a residency. Neighborhood, El Tío. Street name, we're going to put kilometer 10. El Tío. Casa de Esperanzas, where we are located. House number, one. Other reference. So the department, we're going to go back down. It's going to be Francisco Morazan. municipality. It's located in the Central District, so Distrito Central is where you're going to put for anything related to Tegucigalpa in the proper Tegucigalpa. As you saw, there were other opportunities to plug stuff in. Expected date of departure is going to be the 28th. So we are going to stay in the country for 8 days. Email. Here we're going to put in our phone number, so 713-344-1449. And then here you are certifying that the above information is correct regarding your health. And then you would click OK. And then here you're going to put your signature. Your electronic signature is what they're asking for. And so what you can do is click submit at this point. I am not going to go do that. But what you're going to do after this is you're going to print this document. You have got to print this document. You're also going to receive an email. The email is on the original documentation that you sent in, and that's going to typically be within a day that they're going to send it to you. However, if they do not, it is best that you take that final draft that you saw and you click on the print button and you bring that with you. So it's best to have copies of everything. So have a copy of your customs form here, which is this information, as well as the other, and have that with you. Have a copy of your COVID statement as well. You need to have all three of those with you in order to enter the country. The U.S. is having a lot of trouble and issues. They don't want to get in trouble for sending somebody to another country, and all of the forms are not correct because then the liability falls back on them. So I would encourage you to have everything ready, make it simple, and then once you arrive in the country, you'll have those documents, and then they will ask you. Don't worry, a lot of the people do speak English, so you won't be in a problem of not being able to communicate. So be sure to go in, check that out, and it'll be really smooth. And just encourage you if you have any questions. There's a help service box on here. I can't always say that I'll be available to answer any questions, but you did see my email there, so feel free to reach out if you can, and I will be able to answer if possible. So, guys, I thank you so much. Be sure to like our YouTube page and subscribe to it. And we want to have a lot more cool content coming out to be able to just show what life is like here in Honduras. And thank you so much for wanting to come and serve these amazing people that we get to call family here. So, thank you so much.